And so, how does this tie in with the personal development books and seminars that these people have already spent money on? And how does someone who already knows their values, because you mentioned just now, you chart a motivation, a plan with some of your clients, how does the layman tap on this knowledge of the values that he has within them and combine it with the knowledge that he already has of the personal development seminars and books?
The books and the information that is so readily available out there are resources. They help an individual access different perspectives of how people do things, of what's available, and it could help them with ideas that they might not have considered before. But that's very distinct and separate from who you are as an individual and what you know works for you. So it is how you're able to be in touch with this here, such that you integrate it in your life and the way that you do things, but using resources to try out different methods, to try out different tactics, to try out different strategies, and that's more of what's here. So when you're able to combine both, that's where you have an added advantage to finding new ways to go about the way that you know you need to go, right? As opposed to finding all your answers in so many different books, written by so many different people, with all their unique, equations, success equations that might not work for you. And most of the time, and I've worked with a lot of seminar goers in my career as a coach, and the really serious ones come to us and they're just utterly confused about who they are, about what they should be doing, because they read this book and it says do ABC, and then they do ABC, and then because it doesn't bring them to where they want to go like that, they go, okay, no, this book doesn't work, let me find another book, and they go to another book and they go, oh, XYZ is the way to do it. And so they try all these different formulas without really just staying put and building on something using what they have inside.
So I guess this is really a paradigm shift for many people, because many people seek answers externally from all these books. But what you're saying is now, well, I have to look inside of me. Oh, okay. As in, for me, I feel it's a really fresh way of, it's a really fresh perspective. And perhaps I'd like to build on that because you have worked with many of these seminar goers. So what would you say are the barriers to success for these people? Because I believe seminar goers, they describe a large group of the modern working professionals or even just the general public.
Okay, well, one of the barriers is this thing called the need for instant gratification. And we are wired in such a way that if we're thirsty, we go drink water. If I'm tired from working, I just want to go eat, or I'm going to have fun, and I need to find a way to do it now. And so, because we are so innately wired to do that, sometimes it also sabotages our efforts towards success. What happens is, if I build a sandcastle on this spot of the beach, and a wave comes in, and it knocks over my sandcastle, instant gratification would be like, okay, well, I kind of did it, maybe I'll build another one. And when the wave knocks over my second one, okay, that's it. I had fun at the beach, I've done my sandcastle, that's it, I'll go home. But at the end of the day, you're going to leave without having really built anything. As opposed to somebody who just sticks it out there, rain, shine, hot, cold, whatever the circumstances are, you hold on and you grit your teeth and you just keep building. So instant gratification becomes a barrier towards success because it easily distracts people from what they need to do and what they could get if they just kind of pushed on a little bit more. And that's a huge problem that the working crowd, or the so-called the young generation, faces. And it's something that entrepreneurs also need to watch out for, because building a business, you're not going to get instant success. You're not going to get instant respect or money. It takes years to build something. So hard work, and watching out for this thing called instant gratification is one of the things that entrepreneurs need to do. Or seminar, people who are looking for a success formula, that's what they need to watch out for.
Well, instant gratification is a very big problem. But together with that, we also have the problem of procrastination. So I believe you have probably met many clients who have the problems of procrastination, or you would have overcome the problem of procrastination at some point of your life to reach where you are now. So could you please share with our viewers what are the things that you have done or you are still doing now to really overcome procrastination and really get started on the things that you need to do?
Okay, well, nobody escapes from procrastination, so it's completely common, it's normal, and I definitely still experience it. Much less my clients that I work with. But I guess it is this big, scary thing, procrastination, that people don't understand. And the moment you don't do what you're supposed to do, it equates to procrastination, which equates to bad, which equates to guilt. And then, oh no, so what do I do now? But instead of, getting overwhelmed by this whole term called procrastination, the first thing to do is to understand what is the cause of your procrastination. Instead of getting sucked in, step back, ask yourself, okay, so why am I procrastinating? And, there can only be so many problems. It could be a problem of overwhelm. So if you want to set up your own business, or you want to embark on a project, and you go, wow, it's huge. And then the person stops there because they don't know what to do. So if that is the problem, then, go find the relevant solution, which is sit down, break it down. Or, talk to somebody, trash it out, list down your steps, list down all the different aspects of it. And when you break it down to smaller pieces, then, hey, the procrastination actually goes away because you know what you need to do next. It could be a problem of you think too much. Some people just think too much. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it is a very simple act of, go clean your room. But then, no, I'll do it another day. And then all your 101 excuses come in, or you go like, the timing isn't right, or I need to do this first. Or you stand in front of your room and you go, okay, how should I do this? Should I do this first? Should I do this? And by the time you finish thinking, half the afternoon has passed.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you find yourself thinking too much, and you're not thinking useful thoughts, you're not strategizing, but you're thinking of things that don't forward the problem, stop thinking and just go do the thing. So that's another way to bust procrastination. Another cause of procrastination could be that you don't feel for something. Maybe you know that you need to do it, but you don't feel for it. And then the question then is, so is it worth doing? And if there's a little bit of a voice that goes, yes, it's worth doing because, then you know that there's still value in doing what you're supposed to do. Okay, then go find ways to feel for it. So let's use the room example again. If I hate cleaning my room, but if I love music, then what I do?
You could probably play some music while you're cleaning your room.
Yeah. And then you link up the positive aspects of something else with what you don't like to do, you combine it together, and you're gonna find the motivation to do what you need to do. Like for me, in order to clean my room, I look at beautiful pictures of hotel rooms on Pinterest, and I get very inspired. And then that inspiration carries me through to cleaning my room because I want it to look like that. So it's how you kind of look at the situation and how you understand what works for you, back to that, knowing yourself. And then because when you know yourself, you can control yourself and you can put in what works for you to make it work.